Mathematics of love. The mathematics of love, Konstantin Krasovsky.
Hi, my name is Konstantin Krasovsky. I'm pleased to be here and to deliver my speech about mathematics of love. The idea of this speech came to my mind from well-known quote that math is like love. It is a simple idea, but it can get complicated. This is actually two simple concepts, math and love. And also vice versa. Love also a simple thing, but it can get complicated. People, when thinking about love, they always imagine how to measure love, what is the types of love, what is the levels of love. Do you know how many words for love were in ancient Greek? Five. 5 words. Actually, first is agape. This is godlike love. Self-sacrificing love. Filial. This is love like a friendship. Epithumia is negatively, this is lust, positively, this is desire. Everyone knows about this. Actually, this is more romantic than lust. Eros is part of love. And Skorgi. This is love that we experience within our family members. So the 5 words about one simple concept. So people even in ancient times tried to understand the levels of love, types of love. So modern scientists also doing the same. They try to measure love. There are many theories about love, but I would like to present you one theory. The theory, so-called triangle theory of love. It consists from 3 elements: intimacy, passion, and commitment. So, intimacy, this is feeling of warmth, feeling of connection that we experience in love relations. Passion, this is saying erotic sexual physical attractions, and commitment, the decision to love someone and to maintain the love relationship between us. So these 3 parts of love, they combine 8 types of love. The first one is non-love. So you don't have this intimacy, passion, and commitment in this. It's the low level of these 3 elements in non-love. Second, liking. When we experience warmth and feelings of connection in our relationship, but we don't have passion and commitment. Third, when we have passion but don't have commitment and intimacy, this so-called infatuation type of love. So you can see it when people so-called, this can be called as love on the first sight. We experience this type of love even to the stranger. The third one, or the next one, is you understand that it should be commitment, only commitment. And it's called empty love, because we experience only commitment. It exists in long-term, on the ending of long-term relationship or beginning of arranged marriage. So people experience only commitment, decision. The romantic part of love, when we have intimacy and passion. The accompaniment type of love, when marriage is experiencing these long-term marriages, when you have intimacy, connection, worth with your partner, and commitment, but sexual attraction and passion faded from this experience, from this type of love. Next one, it will be very exploring type of love, when you're experiencing passion and commitment, no intimacy. It is very unstable, because people can go in different directions, but they need each other because they have passion to each other. An ideal type of love is when all three elements consist in this type of love. It's so-called consummate love. And the author of this theory, Robert Sternberg, called that person strives to attain this such type of love. What I want to wish you, actually not only have only one type of love, to have all types of love, except not love. And for us, the result is very important. But for love, result and actually task very important. May the love will be with you.